This is Jason Jones, Catholic father of 7, lay Catholic man on Mary's birthday, coming to you from a minivan before I run into a meeting. All right, okay, so I want to talk to you real quick. I'm writing an article, but I got to get this off my chest now because the article's not going to come out until next week on the bishops, the dreamers, and Steve Bannon and the role of the laity. Okay? There's all this controversy swirling around, and it's going to explode on Sunday. And let me tell you, the problem stems with the bishops stepping and trampling on the laity. It is the role of the laity to Christianize the temporal order through business, through finance, through politics, through government, through legislation. And the bishops should paint bright, vivid lines for us. But they should not pick sides on how prudentially to achieve our shared goals. So, for example, Steve Bannon on immigration, his position could be ripped right from the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Everything he advocates can be found in the Catechism of the Catholic Church. On the role of the state with immigration. Now, personally, I support the DREAM Act. That is my decision. I support it, and I'm trying to communicate into the broader community, into our polity, that we should support the DREAM Act, that these young people are our treasure, that they're Americans, they should be given citizenship. But it's perfectly acceptable for folks to disagree with us on that. I support a secure border and a universal verification system, primarily because of my concern for vulnerable migrants who are lured into an underground economy and exploited. And I don't want our economy to rest on exploitation. And I could come out and say those who are for open borders or who throw sand when we try to get border enforcement or verification systems are actually the partners of human sex traffickers, and human traffickers and those who would exploit labor. But I know that that's not their intent. The bishops should have been pastoral on this issue if we want the DREAM Act. They should try to convince folks who don't support it on all the reasons they should, not attack them. I wish they would have attacked Obama for sitting on his hands when the ancient Christian communities of Iraq and Syria were being erased from the planet Earth. I wish they would fight for the preborn so vocally. So you have to ask yourself, why are they so loud on immigration? Why have they been so vicious attacking people? First the Mexican bishops with their open letter, and now Dolan attacking Steve Bannon. Why? And I'm going to tell you why. It's not what Steve Bannon says that, it's about their coffers. I think a lot of the bureaucrats in the church, obviously it's $1 billion every 2 years they're getting for immigration services, play some role. But I think really when you have the bishops divided along ideological lines and they're united on this, and their opinion happens to be the same opinion as Wall Street and the editorial pages of the New York Times and CNN and MSNBC and Fox News and me, by the way, I'm with them on this. So it's easy to attack people who have this minority position. But if we're going to get the DREAM Act, we need to convince people, not attack them. And the people I know who are the most vocal against the DREAM Act are immigrants. That's just the nature of my neighborhood, my friends. They're immigrants who will tell me, I came here legally. And I did it the right way, and I have to be like, but bro, you're a Hollywood actor. Okay, you're not a migrant. You're a Hollywood actor from Europe. You're not a migrant worker in Napa Valley. Or, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, you're from India. My friend, an Indian friend of mine who works in Seattle. Like, yeah, you have a 6-figure job, bro. Don't compare yourself to an Indios from Mexico or from Colombia or from Guatemala. Little different, but we need to be pastoral if we want success, not division. This probably was rambling and didn't make any sense, and only Joe Stars is watching. And by accident, he's probably already dropped off. But this is going to become an article that the laity need to do their job charitably where we disagree with one another on prudential issues. The bishops need to stay out of it because it creates scandal. Like there's scandal now between this war between a Catholic man, Steve Bannon, and the bishops. By the way, Steve Bannon, I know because he actually helped me, passionately concerned about the plight of Christians in Iraq and Syria. Do you know when I was in Iraq and Syria, I had Catholic priests ask me why Catholics in America didn't seem concerned, why the hierarchy didn't seem concerned about their plight. You know, we weren't so bold then, were we? Anyways, that's my rant. I have to go. Aloha.